And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to my stream. I'm Pierre, your host. I hope you're all doing well today. So finally, we're going to start using some colors and actually painting. So that's pretty exciting for me. It's also been 2 days in a row that I'm in the studio. The big heat that we've had all summer is gone, hopefully for a while, even though it's nice and beautiful outdoors. I'm going to make a little line just to fraction the painting in two. One that I will consider the ground, and the other, of course, the background, basically. And I do like to make them a little bit on a slant. And I was thinking of the background, I was going to go with a blue, cobalt blue, maybe, a nice dark blue. And once it is dry, we will put some darker and lighter highlights just to give it some depth. But we're not there yet. Right now, we are just going to put that first coat of cobalt blue. Let me just grab a little palette here. I'm just going to take off some of the older paint. And I'll show you this on the camera number 1 right here. Just grabbing some of this older paint that I have in my, what I call a palette. It's the top of a paint can. And you can see that this just basically peels off because this is a non-porous surface, and acrylic paint whose binder that holds the pigments is a polymer emulsion, which is nothing more than plastic. As you can see, very bendable, very flexible, and that is what holds all our pigments together. And I have like a brand new palette. So that is another one of the wonderful wonders of acrylic paint. Doesn't smell. You can reuse the container, and you can paint on wood, on canvas, on paper, on clothes, anything that is porous. Okay, I'm going to put quite a bit of this cobalt blue on my palette. That should do it. And I'd like to add just a touch of purple to this. I'm going to add a little water to this. And I'm also going to bring over camera number 1. Might as well do the blending together. So. So there's my cobalt blue with just a little bit of purple. We're going to blend all this together. I am not convinced I have enough paint to do the whole background. Start in this upper left-hand corner and work my way down to the lower right side, just because I am right-handed and I don't want to put my hand in the paint. Let's start this baby off. There we go. Right here is going to be another frame right here, different colors. So let's start off with the hard part. Definitely going to need 2 coats. Oops, what the hell? Where did this long hair come from? I wonder. come in as close as possible with this big brush, and then I'll switch over. There's no need for me to get too close to the drawing. And I'm going to switch paintbrushes again. I'm going to have to do the exact same thing tomorrow, I'm afraid. This is the view from camera number 2. And then from number 1, it's right there. And there we have it for today. So, what do I see here? I see we have a little questionnaire here. So where are you located? Well, I'm located in Paradise. I am in Nice, France, in the south of France. Actually, I can even show you right here. If you see this map of France, I'm in this lower part where that little red marker is, where it's written Monaco. And you can see better here that Nice is right next to Monaco. And if you look at this purple dotted line, that is the border of Italy. So this entire area right here is Italy. You can see Genova and Torino. You know, Torino is where they fabricate the Fiat cars. Fiat are the initials for Fabbricazione Italiana Automobile de Torino. Fiat, right? Fabrication Italian automobile in Turin. So anyways, Nice is down here next to Monaco, very close, about, I would say, not even an hour, maybe 40 minutes driving on the interstate to get to Italy. So that's pretty practical. And I am more in the old part of Nice. You have the modern city, and then you have this older part of Nice, which was built in the Middle Ages. Actually, it started in the Roman era. It was like a pit stop before going to Marseille from Rome. So that is the old part of Nice, which is very, very nice as well. Here's like kind of a slideshow of the old part of Nice. That is the famous Promenade des Anglais. And there you have a view of the old Nice, built, like I said, in the Middle Ages, with these older, beautiful buildings. very narrow streets. They were built that way kind of to keep the heat out of the apartments. There you had the port of Nice and more of these very touristic, scenic little buildings that the old part of Nice is just full of tourists during the summer seasons. So that is basically where I live, and that is pretty cool. So I am going to leave you like I always do. I'm going to leave you with my schedule, and I'm going to leave you by saying, ciao mes amis.